This is the second tutorial video. At this point, you should have your topic sentence filled in. The panda population is decreasing for many reasons. Your first piece of evidence. One detail in pandas, an endangered species, states they do not reproduce rapidly. And your explanation for that evidence. I can infer from this evidence that pandas are not being born quickly enough to replace those that have died. Next, we're going to fill in our next evidence and our explanation. Now remember, this TDA question, why is the panda population decreasing, tells us to use information from both articles to support your answer. That means you cannot get the maximum number of points by just providing information from one article. So because we used this one for our first piece of evidence, I'm going to look in the short article for the next piece of evidence, and that's just so I know I've used both of them, I've gotten both of my bases covered. So get this article out if you don't have it out already. So when I reread this paragraph to try to find out what could be causing the pandas to be dying off, or why is their population getting smaller, I see this evidence right here. Because bamboo plants take so long to grow into mature plants, there have been shortages in the past. I think I'm going to use that for my evidence from this article. So like before, you'll see I used a sentence starter to tell my reader I'm copying this from the text. Here's my evidence. According to pandas, that's my article title, it says, and then in quotes, I copied what I just highlighted. Because bamboo plants take so long to grow into mature plants, there have been shortages in the past. Pause the video and please copy that down. Next, I'm going to fill in my explanation. Remember, the explanation is going to be explaining how my evidence supports my answer, not just repeating it and not just copying something else down. So remember, if you watched the video where I read the article, I kind of came up with the conclusion that the bamboo plants are taking a long time to grow to the age that they need to be so pandas can eat them. And because it takes so long, sometimes the pandas were running out of food. That's what it says there's shortages in the past. If they don't have enough food, what does that mean? They're going to be starving, and they're going to have to wait for more bamboo to grow to be the right age. In the meantime, if they're starving, some of them are going to be dying off. So I'm going to explain that in fewer words. Here's my sentence starter. This means that. That tells my reader that I'm going to take this evidence, I'm going to explain it more. This means that pandas do not always have enough to eat, which leads to starvation. Please copy down that explanation. And then if you need some more support, go on to the next video. If you feel comfortable coming up with your third piece of evidence and explanation and your sum it up box, go ahead and you can continue on your own.